Today I am going to explain the fourth unit, that is arrays, and this is of 22 marks. Okay, let's see the definition regarding the arrays. Array is a collection of data that holds fixed number of values of same data type. So here we have to see the size and the type of data type. So type of arrays cannot be changed after its declarations. Once you have to declare the type, for example int, float. So what the data type you have chosen in the initial stage, you cannot change after its declaration. For example, if you want to store marks of 100 students, you can create an array for it. So no need to create all the 100 in a different data types. You have to store with the float marks 100. So float is a data type, marks is the array name or the array name, and 100 is a size of that array. So this is a method of declaring the array. So array is a collection of data that holds fixed number of values of same data type. Here the fixed number of values means you have to store the 100 students marks. So and it can be stored in that floating point only, or for example 99.6, 99.7. So this sort of marks also can be stored in the these things, what the students marks. So this is what the usage of storing the data or the holds fixed number of values. So here are the some example regarding the array can be used, where the array concept can be used. List of temperature recorded every hour in a day or a month or a year. So here we can use the concept array. Or a list of employees in an organization, or a list of products and their cost sold by a store. Test scores of a class of students. List of customers and their telephone numbers. Table of daily rainfall data. So in this sort of example, we can store the concept array. And the declaration, how we are going to declare array in C. So here we can see the syntax. First is data type, array name, array size. As I told in the earlier in the first slide, float marks of 100 anta declare madidvi. So same thing, data type is nothing but the float, int, anything. You can use any data type. Array name means according to your topic or according to your program, you can choose any array name. That is, here I can use mark. Array size means you have to declare some size. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, how much number you have to store. So that should be declared as a array size. So here the declared, we have to declare an array marks of floating point type and size 5. So it holds 5 floating point values. Yes. Next is how we are going to access that. So here we have to declare 5 marks or 5 students marks. So in that, how you are going to access all the 5 students marks. So you can access element of array by indices. Suppose you can declare an array marks as above. The first element is marks of 0. So it cannot or it must and should marks of 0 ಇಂದನೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 1 in the initial state. If you are taken marks of 0 in the initial state, the second element should be marks of 1, and so on up to fifth element is marks of 4, because I have taken the first element as marks of 0. So array, and some of the key points should be keep it in things. Array have 0 as the first index, not 1. In this example, marks of 0. You can take marks of 1 also. Then if you are taken 0 as your first indices or the first element, the last element may be n minus 1. For example, you have declared a size is 5, but you have taken 0 is your first element, means n minus 1 means 4 minus 1. That is the 5, sorry, I have taken 5 alva. 5 minus 1 means 4 is your last element, that is marks of 4. Okay. Suppose you have chosen marks of 1 is your first element, means n is the last element you are using. So this is what should be the key points that you have to remember. Next, the initialization of an array. For example, the declaration means int mark of 5. So here I have to mention all the 5 marks in the initial stage only. So at the end you can give them marks of 0, marks of 1, marks of 2 na kuda declare ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, or else in the example also you can declare in the initial stage. That is what the initialization. So how to initialize an array means marks of 0. So here the marks of 0 is equal to 9, that is the first position or the first element. Marks of 1 is equal to 4, that is the second. Marks of 2 is equal to the 6, that is the third element. Marks of 3 is equal to 3, that is the fourth element. And the fifth marks of 4 is equal to the 5, that is the n minus 1 element. Then the important things to remember when working with C. So here some of the things you should keep it in your mind to remember when working with C. So suppose you have declared an array of 10 elements that says int test array of 10. So here int is a data type, test array is a array name, 10 is the size of array. So you can use the array members from test array 0 to test array 9. So if you try to access array elements outside of its bound, let's say test array of 12. So here the limitation is 10 because I have declared the 10 elements either from 0 to 9 or from 1 to 10. So it cannot exceed the array size 12 when we are declared 10. So that gives an array or an undefined behavior or the unexpected output. So this may be, so what is the size you have declared, that can be taken as your element or that element only to access. So if that is exceeds, you cannot access that element. So there are some of the types of arrays. One is one dimensional array, two dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. So here the example and the definition regarding one dimensional array. So it is easy. The list of items can be given one variable name using only one subscript, and such variable is called a single dimensional array. So here I have declared only one size or the one variable. So that is what the one dimensional array. So the syntax is type, variable name and the size. Type is a data type. Variable means the array name. So what you have to declare, array name. So same thing as the variable name. Size means you have to declare only one size. So as in the case of earlier example, the same thing, one dimensional array. So float, example, float height of 50. So float is a type, height is a variable name or the array name, 50 is the size of that variable. So this is what the declaration and the example. The same thing, int group of 10, char name of 10. So these are the example regarding the one dimensional array. So how we are going to store these one dimensional array? So this type specifies the type of the element that which will be contained in an array, such as you can use the data type as int, float, char, and the size indicates the maximum number of elements that can be stored inside the array. Because that means here we have declared int number of 5, right? So int number of 5. So I have declared int number of 5 here. Then the computer reserves only the 5 storage location. It cannot exceed up to 6, 7, 8. So you cannot take 6 because I have declared only the 5. So 0 to 4 or else 1 to 5. So here the space, the number of 0, number of 1, number of 2 and the number of up to 4. So in that way the same thing, it can be stored the value regarding 0 to 4. So only you can store the 5 element in the storage location. So this is how the storage or the reserved space storing values at initialization. Okay. Next, initialization of one-dimensional array. So same thing as in the case of initialization is same for all. After and the declaration of array, its element must be initialized because it has only one dimensional. It can easy to declare or the initialization of an array. So in C programming, an array can be initialized at either of the following stages, at the compile time or at the running time. So you can initialize in the initial stage of an array or at the running time or the execution time. So compile time alladru initialize ಮಾಡಬಹುದು or at the run time alladru kuda initialize ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So here is one example to initialize at the compile time. So here the syntax is nothing but the same thing. So type array name of size is equal to list of values. So list of values means what are the array size is 3 here, number of 0, number of 1, number of 2. So in that number of 0th place, what is the value is to be stored, and number of 1 value, what is the value to be stored. In number of 2 element, what is the value to be stored. Here int number of 3, 054. So 054 is the value to be stored in the place of 0 to 3, 0 to 2. Okay, we'll declare the variable number as an array size of 3 and we'll assign the values of each element. So if you have starting from the array 1 in the tagondre 1 2 3, if you have declared the array from the number of 0, so 0 1 2. Yes, as in the case of runtime initialization, I have already said that there are the two types while we initialize at the runtime as well as the compile time. So compile time alli ille ನಾವು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಮಿಡಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು 054 ಅಂತ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ನ. ಅಟ್ ದ ರನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅನ್ ಅರೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಸಿಟ್ಲಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ರನ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್ the condition. So I equals 0, I less than 10 and I plus plus. In the runtime initialization of array, looping statements are almost compulsory because what is the last element to be searched or what is the last element to be run. So it all depends on the condition to be declared. So here I can search, I can take the value from 0 because I is initialized as 0. So 0 and I should be less than 10. So it cannot be equal to 10 also. So it is less than 10. So I have taken 0 to 9. So up to 0 to 9 it should be incremented. After once it reaches the 10, it is come out from the loop. So that is the runtime initialization. Yes, here one example regarding one dimensional array. So hash include stdio.h, you know that it is a header file, then main function, and you have declared int array of 5. Here only declaration part ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಅನ್ನೋದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ ಅರೇ ಆಫ್ 5. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಂಟರ್ 5 ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ದೆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ ಅರೇ. ಸೊ 5 ನಂಬರ್ನ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಅರೇ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ವೈಲ್ ಲೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ 5 ಟೈಮ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲು ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಅರೇ ಸೈಜ್ ಇಸ್ 5 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಫಾರ್ I equals 0. So I have taken 0 ಅಂತಂದರೆ 0 to 4. Okay. So because I less than 5. Then you have to read the values. So that is what ampersand array of I. So you have to read out all the array values. Then elements in the array are. So what are the elements in the array? Then for I equals 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Yes, obviously it should be incremented up to 0 to 4. Then the sorted elements are, so sorted elements ಯಾವ್ದು, so have taken 23, 45, 32, 25, 45. So 5 elements I have chosen. So in that A of 0th place ಅಲ್ಲಿ 23, A of 1 ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದು ಝೀರೋ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜಸ್, ಸೊ ಮೇಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ A of 0 is equal to 23, A of 1 is equal to 45, A of 2 is equal to 32, A of 3 is equal to 25, A of 4 is equal to 45. Okay, so here all the numbers have 0 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in that it will be stored the value in an array. And the next two-dimensional array. Yeah, in the two-dimensional array and the simplest form of two-dimensional array, the same thing. Here we have used x and y. So only one size should be mentioned. Here there are two things, two-dimensional. So the name indicates that two. So here the size of x, y. So type array name of x, y. So in this type is a data type, array name or the variable name, and x and y is the size. The same thing. The two-dimensional array can be considered as a table which will have x number of rows and y number of columns. So row and column sort of examples we can use two-dimensional array. For example, in case of matrices, transpose of a matrix irbodu, to add the matrix, multiply the matrix. So these sort of examples we can use the two-dimensional array. So in this column 0, column 1, column 2 and the column 3. So row 0, row 1, row 2. So A of 0, 0, A of 0, 1, A of 0, 2, A of 0, 3. So same thing, 0, 2, 0, A of 0, 2, A of 0, 2. Then the same thing in the case of column and row. Yes, the initialization of two-dimensional array. So as I said, so we can use this sort of examples in an matrices. So in sort of matrices, it is very easy while using the two-dimensional array, that is in the form of A of ij. So I indicates a row, j indicates a column. So here A is the name of the array, I and j are the subscripts that uniquely identify each element in an A. So ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈಗ 4x3 ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 4 is a row and the 3 is a column, row into column ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ, so 4 indicates a I value and j indicates a column value. So this is what we are used in the brackets for each row. The same thing initialization ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, the following example ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ 3x4. So int is a data type, A is a array name, 3, 4 means ij or xy. So here row into column, so 3 rows and the 4 columns, right? No, so here this is sorry, yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is a row. Okay, and column means 0, 4, 8, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 10, 3, 7, 11. So it is a column. So 3 rows and the 4 columns. So and it can be also equivalent in this sort of example. ಈ ಥರನೂ ಕೂಡ the nested braces ಬರಿಬೋದು. So this is also one example regarding the initialization of a two-dimensional arrays, that is of 3 rows and a 4 column. And how we are going to accessing the two-dimensional array elements. An element in a two-dimensional array is accessed by using the subscripts, that is row index and the column index. Same thing, int val is equal to A of 2, 3. So A is array name, 2 3 is a row into column. The above statement will take the fourth element from the third row of the array. So 2 3, so 2 and 3, fourth element from the third row. Yeah, here one example regarding two-dimensional array. So that is hash include stdio.h int main. Here we have declared 5 and 2, 5 rows, 2 column. So 0 0 1 2 2 4 3 6 and 4 8 already initialize kuda madagide values na. So and int I comma j because I is a row and j is a column. ಸೊ ಅಪ್ ಟು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ 5, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ರೋ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 5, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0 ಇಂದ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಐ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0, ಐ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 5, ಐ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜೆ ಕಾಲಮ್ 2 ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 2 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಜೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ 0, ಜೆ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 2, 0 1 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಜೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್. ಸೊ the same thing, and it should be printed row and column. So this is a output. 0 a of 0 0 positionally 0, a of 0 1 positionally 0, 1 0 positionally 1, 1 1 positionally 2, 2 0 positionally 2, 2 1 4, 3 0 3, 3 1 6, 4 0 4, 4 1 8. So same thing it is declared. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ output ಬರುತ್ತೆ and it will be stored as row and column. And the third type is a multi-dimensional array. C programming language also supports a multi-dimensional array. So multi-dimensional means more than one subscript values, and it is also called as a matrix ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And so multi-dimensional array are array of array ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So how we are going to declaration of multi-dimensional array? The same thing, data type, array name, d1, d2, d3 up to dn. So n means ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ನಂಬರ್ನ ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸೈಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಮಲ್ಟಿ-ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಅರೇ. ಸೊ ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅರೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅರೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನಿಲ್ಲ. ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್. So you can store n number of size. Here one example, char q 50 60 30. So you can also up to use 10 20 30 elements ಕೂಡ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. d1 d2 up to dn ತನಕ n may be of any value. Okay, so this is a declaration of multi-dimensional array. And here one example regarding the multi-dimensional array. So same thing, include hash include stdio.h int main and int r comma c comma a of 50 50, b of 50 50 and the sum of 50 50 ij. And here the matrix addition. ಸೊ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ರೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎಂಟರ್ ದ ರೋ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್, that is printf, enter the row matrix, and that should be read also, scanf, and the column matrix that should be used, and it will be stored in a C. And the first element, that is A, matrix A, for I equal 0, I less than R, that is row, and I plus plus, and the column means J equal 0, J less than C, and J plus plus. The same thing, that should be incremented up to the value had been declared. The same thing in the case of matrix B, and that two matrix should be added by using the addition of matrix, that is for up to the less than row, I less than row. The row should be what you have taken in the runtime, and the column should be what you have taken in the runtime. So that should be stored in the sum I of j. So here, so there is a row matrix 2 and the column matrix 2, and enter the A matrix A of 1 1. So the value may be a of 1 2, that is 4 6 3 ಅಂತ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ b 1 7 3 9 ಅಂತ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 2 11 9 2. Here I have taken one example. Yeah, this is a matrix and this is a B matrix, and it will be stored, for example, in the C. Here summally idagide, and this can be also stored in the format of row and column. Yeah, here 1 plus 1 is 2 and 1 plus 1 is 2, then 2 plus 2 is 4 and 3 plus 3 is 6. So this is what the addition of matrix. So this is all about up to the addition of matrix. In the next video I'll explain the remaining part of the array. Thank you.